The kitchen light stays on longer than planned, a soft square on the floor after dinner. Plates are stacked, still warm, and the sink holds the quiet smell of soap. Someone forgot a cup near the window. Outside, the street settles into its usual evening sounds, not much, just enough. A child's footsteps pass the doorway and disappear, leaving a small echo behind. The clock above the fridge keeps time without asking anything. There is a feeling of having arrived at the end without ceremony. The day stands there, plain, a little uneven, waiting to be left alone. Nothing needs to be carried forward tonight now. The light hums softly, holding the room steady. The table is cleared slowly, though no one is watching anymore. A chair is nudged back into place, its leg catching slightly on the rug before settling. The room keeps the warmth of bodies that were here minutes ago. Someone left crumbs near the edge, a small constellation that will be wiped away later. The sound of running water fills the sink, steady and unremarkable. Hands move without thinking, following a path learned over years. In the other room, a television murmurs to itself, not asking for attention. A toy rests where it was dropped, its plastic surface catching the last light. The house knows these pauses. There is often a moment like this, just after the movement stops. The body feels heavier in a familiar way, not tired exactly, just finished. Breathing finds its own pace again. The day has been carried in pieces, from room to room, from voice to voice. Questions were answered, small decisions made, routines held together with quiet effort. None of it announces itself now. It is possible to stand here and notice the way the air cools as evening settles. The light above the sink flickers once, then steadies. A cupboard door closes with a soft, known sound. Nothing from earlier needs to be sorted right now. The conversations, the spills, the half-finished thoughts can remain as they are. They belong to the day that already passed. Feet move across the floor, slower than before, aware of each step. A sleeve is pushed up, then forgotten there. The ordinary choreography continues without comment. There were moments today that asked for more than expected. There were also long stretches that simply happened, unmarked and plain. Both have come to rest here. The sink empties, the last plate set carefully into place. Water is turned off, leaving a brief ringing silence. Hands pause, dripping, before reaching for a towel. This is not a moment that needs to be understood. It does not ask to be improved. It sits, complete enough, in the middle of the evening. The body leans briefly against the counter, cool through fabric. A sound from outside drifts in, then fades. The world feels close, not large. Earlier plans loosen their grip without being dismissed. Tomorrow stays somewhere beyond the walls, patient. For now, the room is enough. The clock continues, steady as before, marking nothing in particular. Its sound blends with the hum of the refrigerator. Together they hold the space. Somewhere down the hall, a door opens and closes again. Voices lower, then disappear. The house shifts into a quieter shape. There is relief in not revisiting every detail. The mind sets things down, one by one, without ceremony. Evening makes room for this. A window reflects the kitchen back onto itself, doubled and calm. Light and shadow rest together. The day no longer explains itself. The body notices the quiet only after it arrives. Shoulders lower a fraction. Breath leaves more slowly. Nothing is added to the day now. It remains as it was, with its uneven edges. The room holds that gently. The counter cools under resting hands, and the evening continues without needing anything more, tonight quietly. Later, shoes are set side by side near the door, toes pointing out of habit more than care. One pair is smaller, slightly crooked, as if it arrived in a hurry. The mat beneath them holds the day's dust without complaint. A jacket hangs where it was dropped, sleeve turned inside itself. The fabric still carries the outside air, cool and faintly metallic. It will be moved later, or maybe not. In the hallway, light thins as evening moves deeper. The walls feel closer here, lined with small marks and frames passed without looking. The floor creaks in one familiar spot. There were errands earlier, brief conversations with strangers, nods exchanged and forgotten. Words spoken out of necessity now drift without shape. They do not follow. The body remembers standing, waiting, holding something heavy for a moment longer than expected. It remembers bending, reaching, lifting again. These memories stay in the muscles, quiet and unremarkable. A phone rests face down on a nearby surface. Notifications wait without urgency. The screen remains dark. In the bathroom, the mirror catches a face that has already softened. Lines sit where they always do. Nothing needs adjusting. Water runs, then stops. Hands are dried on a towel that has lost its original color. The texture is rougher than before, but familiar. Somewhere, a child's voice drifts through the house, half a sentence dissolving into laughter, then silence. It lands gently, without asking for response. Earlier, there were moments that tightened the chest slightly. A raised voice. A spill. A door closed harder than necessary. They remain part of the day, neither fixed nor undone. The house holds these things without keeping score. Walls listen and forget. Floors receive every step the same way. The hallway clock ticks softer than the one in the kitchen. Its sound seems meant only for itself. Time moves on, unconcerned with notice. A light is switched off, leaving a darker pocket behind. Shadows gather in corners they know well. The shape of the room changes but remains itself. There is a sense of being done with explanation. The day has been lived through, not reviewed. It does not ask to be arranged into meaning. Breath moves in and out, steady again. The body adjusts its weight from one foot to the other. Balance is found without thought. A small pile of laundry waits near the bedroom door. It smells faintly of soap and warmth. It will still be there in the morning. The sound of water moving through pipes travels briefly, then fades. The house settles back into itself. Outside, a car passes, headlights brushing the wall before disappearing. The street returns to stillness. The evening stretches, wide enough to hold what remains. There is no need to rush it along. It moves at its own pace. The day loosens further, releasing its grip in small increments. Nothing is asked in return. The house grows quieter in ways that are not announced. Sounds thin out, leaving more space between them. Even the air seems to settle. A lamp is turned on in a corner, its light softer than the ceiling fixture. It does not try to reach the whole room. It stays where it is. On the couch, a cushion is adjusted, then left slightly uneven. Fabric gathers under a resting hand. The body gives into the shape beneath it. There is less movement now, fewer tasks waiting to be finished. The day's edges blur as attention loosens. Thoughts pass without needing to be followed. A child's door stands ajar, light spilling into the hallway in a narrow stripe. Inside, breathing has already slowed. The room holds that quietly. The sound of pages turning comes from somewhere, then stops. A book is set down, face open, keeping its place without effort. Words rest where they are. Earlier urgency feels distant here. The need to respond, to decide, to keep things moving has softened. Time stretches without being measured. The body notices small things again. The weight of an arm against the couch. The temperature of the room. The steady rhythm of breath. Outside, night settles more fully. The window reflects the room back, a softer version of itself. Inside and outside blur at the glass. There were expectations carried through the day, some met, some not. They begin to slip away now, one by one, without argument. Nothing chases after them. The house makes small sounds as it cools. A faint click. A settling creak. They arrive and pass without meaning. A glass of water sits within reach, catching the lamplight. It is lifted, then set back down. The surface ripples briefly, then stills. This part of the evening does not ask for review. It does not want improvement. It stays close to what is already here. The mind drifts, not asleep, not alert. Memories surface briefly, then fade again. They leave no trace. A blanket is pulled up slightly, then forgotten. Warmth gathers slowly. The body adjusts, finding a position that requires less effort. Down the hall, a light clicks off. Darkness spreads gently, without hurry. The house accepts it. There is a sense of being held by routine, by repetition that no longer needs thought. Evenings like this have happened before. They will happen again. Nothing presses forward now. The next moment waits without leaning in. The space feels wide enough. Breath deepens without intention. The shoulders release a little more. The room seems to exhale with the body. The day no longer stands in the center of attention. It moves to the edges, still present, but quieter. It does not need to be named. A car passes outside, tires hissing softly on pavement. The sound fades. Stillness returns. The lamp continues to glow, steady and contained. The room stays as it is, allowing the evening to keep unfolding. The room holds its quiet longer now, as if it has decided to stay this way for a while. The lamp hums faintly, a sound felt more than heard. Shadows settle into their familiar corners. A cup sits on the table where it was last placed, the rim cooled. A ring of water marks the surface beneath it. No one reaches to wipe it away. The body shifts slightly, not to get up, just to ease pressure. A knee bends, an arm rests differently. Comfort arrives in small adjustments. Thoughts slow as they pass through, losing their sharp edges. They do not ask to be solved. They pass like clouds without forming weather. In the kitchen, everything is still. The counter is clear enough. The sink reflects a small piece of light. It is enough for now. A memory from earlier flickers briefly, a look exchanged, a sentence left unfinished. It does not linger. The evening makes room for letting it go. The house feels larger when it quiets. Space opens between rooms, between moments. Nothing fills it on purpose. Somewhere, a refrigerator clicks, then returns to its low hum. The sound blends into the background, steady and dependable. A curtain moves slightly as air shifts near the window. Outside, night has fully arrived. The glass holds both worlds at once. There is no need to check the time. The body knows where it is in the evening. It recognizes this place without numbers. The day's weight has redistributed itself, no longer pressing in one spot. It spreads thinly, almost transparent. The body carries it more easily now. A shelf holds books that have been read and not read. Their spines line up quietly. They do not demand attention. Breathing deepens, finding a slower rhythm. The chest rises and falls without effort. Each breath feels uncounted. Earlier noise feels far away. Voices, traffic, movement belong to another layer of the day. This layer is thinner, softer. The floor cools under bare feet that touch it briefly, then retreat. The sensation is noticed, then released. In a nearby room, a light remains on, dimmer than before. It casts a warm shape on the wall. The shape does not change. The body leans back, supported. Muscles loosen where they can. Tension slips away quietly, without announcement. There is a sense of having arrived somewhere familiar, not a destination, just a pause that has been visited many times. It feels recognizable. Nothing is being prepared for. Nothing is being reviewed. The moment holds itself. Outside, a distant sound carries for a second, then disappears. The night absorbs it easily. The house breathes in its own way, pipes cooling, wood adjusting. These sounds belong to this hour. The lamp continues to glow, patient. The room stays open, holding the quiet without trying to keep it. The evening deepens without marking itself. The light outside the window turns flatter, darker, until it no longer reflects much back. Inside, the room keeps its shape. A hand rests on the arm of the chair, fingers curled loosely. The skin there feels warmer than the air. Sensation settles into something steady. The house no longer expects movement. Doors remain where they are. Drawers stay closed. The floor holds stillness without complaint. A sound from down the street arrives faintly, laughter carried and lost again. It does not reach far. The walls keep their quiet. The body notices how little is being asked of it now. No standing. No reaching. Just the simple weight of being where it is. Earlier, there were instructions given, reminders repeated, names called from one room to another. Those sounds belong to another layer of time. They have thinned out completely. A blanket edge is smoothed once, then left uneven. The fabric gathers softly. Warmth moves slowly, not rushed. The clock can be heard again, not louder, just noticed. Its rhythm blends with breath. Together they move forward without urgency. The mind wanders briefly, then returns. It does not go far. It stays close to the room, to the weight of the body, to the light. A glass on the table has collected a faint film of condensation. A fingertip traces it once, leaving a clear line that fades. Nothing remains. The house feels settled into itself, as if it has exhaled for the night. Even the corners seem quieter. A memory surfaces of standing in the kitchen earlier, answering the same question twice. The feeling attached to it has softened. It drifts away. The air feels different now, cooler against skin. The body responds by drawing in slightly, then relaxing again. Somewhere, water moves through pipes again, brief and distant. It passes without pulling attention. The room holds enough light to see, not enough to inspect. Shapes are suggested, not defined. That feels right. Breathing slows further, each inhale uncounted, each exhale longer. The body follows this without being told. Nothing needs to be decided here. Tomorrow does not lean in. The moment remains open, wide enough. A faint smell of clean fabric drifts from the hallway. Laundry waits where it was left. It does not insist. The floor creaks once as the house shifts. Then it is quiet again. The sound fades completely. There is comfort in repetition, in evenings that resemble each other without being identical. This one fits among them. The body sinks a little deeper into its place. Support is felt where it touches. The rest floats lightly. Outside, the street grows emptier. Sounds space themselves farther apart. Night stretches comfortably. The lamp continues its small circle of light. Beyond it, the room dissolves into shadow. Nothing is lost there. The evening holds steady, offering nothing new. It does not need to. Night has settled fully now, not arriving so much as remaining. The darkness outside the windows feels thick and complete. Inside, only a few small lights keep their places. The house sounds different at this hour. Every noise travels farther, then disappears. Even silence seems to have texture. A door is pulled closed partway, not to shut anything out, just to soften the space. The hinge makes a brief sound, then nothing. In one room, Breathing is slow and even, barely noticeable unless listened for. The rise and fall continues without interruption. It belongs to the night now. The body feels heavier, but not burdened. Weight spreads evenly, supported from beneath. Muscles rest where they can. The clock continues its work, marking time that no one is watching. Its sound feels less like counting and more like companionship. Earlier images return briefly, fragments without sequence. A hand on a shoulder. A voice calling from another room. They drift past without forming a story. The room holds a deeper stillness than before. Movement feels unnecessary. Even thought quiets, leaving wider gaps between moments. A blanket is pulled higher once, then left alone. Fabric brushes skin, familiar and grounding. Warmth stays close. Outside, the street is almost empty. A distant engine hums for a moment, then fades completely. The night closes around it. The house seems to listen inward now. Pipes cool. Wood settles. Everything finds its place. There is no sense of being late or early. Time stretches flat, without edges. The body accepts this easily. A light in the hallway is switched off, leaving only the lamp in the room. Shadows deepen, softening outlines. Nothing sharp remains. The day feels far away here, not erased, just distant. Its sounds and movements belong to another layer of living. Breath moves quietly, barely lifting the chest. Each exhale lingers a little longer. The body follows without effort. The room no longer asks for attention. Objects fade into the background. Presence becomes simpler, almost wordless. A window reflects only darkness now, the room no longer visible. Inside and outside separate gently. There is a sense of stopping, not finishing, just pausing without expectation. Nothing presses forward. The body settles further, sinking into support. Weight is held easily. There is no need to adjust again. Somewhere, a small sound carries through the house, a floorboard shifting or a pipe cooling. It arrives, then is gone. The night holds these sounds without reacting. It remains open and still. Thoughts slow to the point of disappearing. Awareness rests in sensation alone. Warmth. Weight. Breath. Nothing from the day asks to be revisited here. It remains complete, untouched by this quiet. The room stays with the night, unchanging. Darkness thickens gently around the edges. Everything that needs rest has found it. The house remains, breathing in its own way, holding the pause. The lamp is turned off, leaving the room to its own dim shapes. Darkness does not rush in. It arrives the way night usually does, slowly and without comment. The body remains where it is for a moment longer. Breath moves, steady and uncounted. The quiet feels settled, not fragile. Somewhere in the house, a familiar sound marks itself and fades. The walls hold it briefly, then let it go. Nothing needs to respond. The day no longer asks to be named. It rests where it ended, uneven and whole. There is no need to lift it again. A small shift happens as weight adjusts, finding a final position. Fabric settles. Warmth stays close. Outside, the street holds its distance. Inside, the house keeps its shape. The space between feels wide enough. Thought does not reach far now. Sensation remains simple. The feeling of being held by what is already here. Time continues, unnoticed. The night keeps moving without asking anyone to follow. There is room to stay exactly like this for a while. Nothing presses forward. Nothing is missing. The pause holds. The pause stays,